Stay Ukrainian, my friends. Stay
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's me, Ron Cahoot, with
Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
John Picklick, the artistic director, the choreographer. What other titles do you have with Shumka?
Let's see, prop maker, coffee maker, whatever it takes.
Babysitter as well. You have quite a long tenure with the group. You were with them for a long time, then you weren't for a bit. Now you're back. And how many years have you been with Shumka cumulative?
Yeah, 40 years.
You're the first?
Yeah, let's see. 76 was my first summer in Edmonton. I got the bug and came go west, young man. And Edmonton.
Where are you from?
Dauphin, Manitoba.
Isn't everybody from Dauphin, Manitoba?
But most of, you talk about inspiration right across the board. My inspiration started every summer as a kid growing up at that festival. And it was wonderful to see all these artists and what goes around comes around. And,
absolutely.
Yeah.
This is quite an ambitious undertaking, Kobzari. We have spoken with, of course, the other half of the production, the Bandureste, and it's quite a daunting task, I suppose. How did you arrange rehearsals for this? I mean, I saw that, was it you and Eugene were in Parma?
Yeah, it really was my first time in Parma. It was, I believe, about half of the organization for UBC was there. Very impressive. A lot of hours of just consultation. And I mean, the logistics to put two big companies like this together on a collaborative show, I mean, you can appreciate. But our mission there was to try to find still further ways of collaboration where it would feel like one large performing company. We have different mediums of expression, obviously. There's been a real attempt to bring those two mediums together in some collaborative work. And that's very exciting to us and as well to the UBC chorus. And it was very successful. Everybody wants the same thing. We want to be able to showcase the power of that expression in relevance to our culture and to the voice it has in today's world.
Now, there's a UBC section of the show. There's a Shumka section of the show. But I will assume that there's a UBC/Shumka section of the show as well.
Yes. We really have tried to devise the show, design it in such a way, all the choices that have been made have been to try to showcase an experience from beginning, middle, and end. And I think we are going to be successful. A lot of thought went into it. Some of the collaborative work, a surprise at the end that will culminate, into our Hopak, and it's hopefully one big happy moment.
I'm not going to say anything. I know the surprise. I'm not going to say anything. I've been talking to Romko Bretan, so.
There you go.
Well, you're in Toronto on the 18th of March at the Sony Center for the Performing Arts. That's old hat to you guys. You guys performed there at Still O'Keefe Center. Never mind.
Right.
And it's been the Hummingbird since then?
Yeah, it's a wonderful facility. It allows you to take advantage of our medium, all the story theater, all the bells and whistles, to surround that participant in the audience with a full gamut of emotional possibilities. And
nice big house too.
Exactly.
We've got our tickets. We're all ready to go. And the next day, on the 19th, you're in Windsor at the Chrysler Theater at the St. Clair College for the Center for the Arts. And then the next month in April, you're at the Northern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium in Edmonton, downtown Edmonton, and you're doing 2 nights there. You need 2 nights in Edmonton, you figure?
I think so. I'm only 3 just for the UBCs. There's a real good following here, the real good buzz, and I hope it's the same in Toronto. Because it's worth putting some time and effort into it, and we do this for the audience, obviously. So give them a chance to really come out in flexible times and see the show. I mean, we're flying. A small delegation is flying earlier prior to the Sony event. We also have an invitation with 6 young budding artists from Yaviro Dance Company School in Toronto, and they're participating in some of the dramatic elements in the show. So we'll have a bit of a workshop with them and get them all excited. Then the show the next day, and then the next that night, I think we're off to Windsor. Very intimate show in Windsor the following day. Regroup, come home, and start again for Edmonton. So it is a lifestyle that we've chosen, but one that we've chosen freely. Very proud of, and we take a lot of pride. I like the Kobzari of the past and the future. We hope to contribute to that image.
Where did this idea, before we leave, where did the idea for Kobzari come from?
Celebration that occurred right across Canada and the U.S. with the Taras Shevchenko's birth in 2014 was the inspiration for myself personally. I felt, I've dedicated a lot of years to this endeavor, and I just felt that voice, that influence that he has, the consciousness, that he provides for the Ukrainian people and the arts and everything else. We needed to use the story theater medium to evoke a complete story and possibility to honor pay tribute to the voice of that great man, and also to empower ourselves to find that inspiration to go further from his words. His voice is as relevant today as it was in his time, and we want to be able to shout that on the mountaintop, and it's going to happen at the Sony Center on the 18th.
It's going to be the best from Edmonton, the best from the state. Actually, UBC is from all over, the Canadians and Americans, and there's some Brits, and so it promises to be a great, great, great show. Looking very forward to it. And before we go, I want to give away a pair of tickets to the show. I think they're your family's tickets, but that's okay. They can see the show in Edmonton. So we want a caller to call in. So just pick me a number.
Oh, my lucky one. Do I tell you?
Yeah.
9. 9.
Oh, 9. All right. Then we're going to go with a 9th caller who calls in at the end of this broadcast, at the end of the show, not right now, but at the end of the show, to 416-410-1155. And I stress that these tickets are for the Toronto show on the 18th of March at the Sony Center. Again, 416-410-1155. The 9th caller, because John said so. All the best. God bless, my friend. Keep
Thank
it
you
up
very
and
much.
stay Ukrainian.
You too.
Ciao.
Take care.
Stay Ukrainian, my friends. Stay
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's me, Ron Cahoot, with
Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
Stay Ukrainian, my friends. Still needs an accordion.